What if one simple garment could transform your posture, boost your confidence, and even alleviate chronic pain? Hi, I'm Catherine, and for years, even through pregnancies, I've worn corsets daily. The benefits have been life-changing in ways I never imagined. Let's dive into the 6 surprising benefits of wearing corsets. This isn't about tight lacing or nostalgia for the past. It's about rediscovering a garment that has supported cultures for over 400 years. By the end of this video, you'll see why corsets might be worth a second look in today's world. Why corsets matter. Before bras and stretchy clothing, corsets were the solution for supporting the bust and abdomen while ensuring that clothes fit comfortably. Corsets date back to about the 16th century. They were first known as a pair of bodies and later as stays. Over time, corsets became synonymous with structure, support, and practicality. But why did societies embrace them for so long? And why should we reconsider them now? Myth busting. What corsets don't do. Okay, so before we dive in, let's address some common misconceptions about corsets. So if worn and fitted properly and not laced too tightly, corsets should not restrict your body's movement or your ability to carry out physical tasks. They are designed to support, not hinder your natural body. Additionally, a well-fitting corset will never compress your ribs or breathing. When used correctly, corsets are about enhancing support and comfort and not causing discomfort or harm. Another huge myth is that most ladies were tight lacing their waist down several inches, and this was causing them fainting and all kinds of discomfort. So while tight lacing certainly was a thing that existed, it's basically the historical equivalent of wearing 7 or 8 inch tall stiletto heels. It exists, but it's very rare. So most ladies in history were lacing their waist down only 1 inch or so, or even not at all, and instead relying on optical illusion to create this hourglass figure look, such as padding. So for example, in the corset that I'm wearing right now, I purposely made the hips much larger than my own and actually padded them out to give the illusion of a smaller waist than what I really have. This is actually not compressing my waist very much at all. So let's jump into the 6 benefits of corsets. The best way to experience these benefits is by wearing a well-fitting or custom-fit corset. And if you happen to be curious about making your own, I do happen to have a beginner's corset making course that walks you through everything you need to know to create a corset that fits beautifully. Number 1, improved posture. One of the most immediate benefits of wearing a corset is improved posture. Corsets provide natural back support, helping you maintain proper alignment. When I started wearing corsets, I noticed my slouching disappeared almost overnight. I didn't just look more poised, this also affected the way I felt. I actually felt more confident in social situations and situations I might have felt nervous otherwise. Over time, I found that even when I wasn't wearing my corset, my posture had naturally improved. So before corsets, I'd always been a lifelong sloucher, kind of like this, but the muscle memory developed from regular wear of a corset changed that to the point where I now have better posture all around, even when going for long periods of time without wearing a corset. Imagine having a gentle reminder to sit and stand taller throughout your day. Benefit number 2, core strengthening and support. Corsets act as an external support for your muscles, alleviating strain on your spine and helping to stand in for perhaps otherwise weak or stretched out or tired abdominal muscles. For people with weak core muscles, back pain, or conditions like scoliosis, this can actually be a game changer. So let me tell you a story. During my 4th pregnancy, I wore a custom-fit pair of maternity stays, which is an 18th century style of corset designed for pregnancy, and it could actually expand with my belly. It was transformative, and if you want to learn more about that, I do have a video all about that. So before wearing these maternity stays, I often felt like I literally needed to push my belly on a grocery cart in front of me. But once I started wearing the stays, that feeling completely disappeared, and I had the energy and freedom to move with ease, and all without compressing my belly. In early postpartum, I turned to something called Benkung belly binding, which I also have a video about, to support my stretched out core muscles as I recovered. This technique helped me maintain good posture while holding and breastfeeding my baby. Later, I transitioned to loosely laced corsets, which offered gentle support and helped my abdomen return to normal more quickly than in pregnancies where I didn't use these tools. And of course, I just have to mention that this is not a substitute for exercise. It's a supplement to use along with exercise as another tool in your toolbox. So now that we're talking about some of the benefits that wearing a well-fitting corset can provide, and how possibly sewing your own custom fit corset can be a great option, let's talk about the sponsor of today's video, Craftsy. Craftsy is an online community for creatives where you can find inspiration, advance your skills, and discover your new favorite hobby. It's your go-to resource for all things creative. And as a matter of fact, that's exactly what happened for me about 6 years ago. I took a Craftsy class all about making well-fitting, high-quality corsets. The things I learned in that particular Craftsy class kickstarted my corset making journey, and here I am today having made many, many historical corsets. And I still use many of those techniques that I learned in that course to this day in my sewing projects of all kinds. In the future, I'd also love to revive my painting hobby whenever I have the time and energy, and I know Craftsy will have something to inspire and kickstart that as well. Craftsy offers classes in sewing, knitting, painting, cooking, and much more. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the video description will get a full year of premium membership to Craftsy for only $1.49. That's a huge discount compared to the normal price of $123. So whether you're curious about sewing, corset making, or exploring other creative outlets, this is your moment to dive in. Thanks, Craftsy. Okay, benefit number 3 of corsets. Waist shaping and body contouring. Okay, so forget the exaggerated waistlines in movies, which again, I already talked about could be a result of optical illusion. Corsets, when they're fitting properly, can offer gentle body shaping over time. So when I first started wearing corsets regularly after the birth of my 3rd child, I quickly noticed a change in the visual size of my waist. Even though I was only lacing my waist down by maybe about an inch or so. Over the years, despite having now 5 children and weighing significantly more than I did when I was about 17 years old, my waist is actually now a ½ inch smaller than it was when I was 17. That's pretty shocking. I attribute this to my intermittent corset wearing over the past several years, which has helped shape my figure naturally and comfortably. Benefit number 4. Pain relief and medical benefits. Corsets can be a lifeline for those managing pain like back pain, scoliosis, or other conditions. They provide additional support and distribute pressure evenly. I have personally experienced this relief during 2 significant injuries as well as during 1 to 2 of my pregnancies. So once, when I was seriously injured in my neck, which I don't actually know how it happened, but it was a very significant injury that impacted my ability to move and function for a week or 2. And then another time when I hurt my lower back, which similar type of pain situation. I was in so much pain and discomfort that even basic movements as a mom, just going about my day, were difficult. Shockingly, simply putting on a corset provided instant relief, not completely, but enough relief to allow me to move more freely and maintain the posture necessary to facilitate faster healing. Now, of course, this should always be done in consultation with a trusted healthcare provider, especially if you're dealing with a serious injury. But for me, I just wanted to say that the relief I experienced from wearing a well-fitted corset was real and transformative. Now, another quick story I have is from my 4th pregnancy that I already mentioned when I wore the maternity stays. Starting from my 2nd pregnancy up until my 4th, I struggled with pretty severe pelvic pain during my pregnancies in my hips that impacted my ability to walk and lift things. And starting my 4th pregnancy with wearing that maternity corset, the hip pain literally disappeared, and I've now had another baby since then and never had the hip pain again. So that's a pretty shocking testimony. That's true. Benefit number 5, appetite control and mindful eating. So wearing a corset during meals can encourage mindfulness. By gently reducing physical stomach capacity, corsets can create a sense of fullness, which can help with portion control. So let me tell you another personal story. After my 5th pregnancy, I kept extra weight on longer than I had before, and I wasn't too happy about it. But I mean, I was fine with being heavier for a while. It's not like I was just like going crazy trying to lose the weight, certainly not for a long time after having her. But when I was ready to start making changes and start facilitating maybe some weight loss, I realized a big part of my problem was that I was eating out of boredom and consuming portions that were too large, or going back for seconds and thirds, again, just kind of out of boredom and like having a party in your mouth kind of feeling. So wearing a corset helped me tune into my body's signals more. So I was able to eat to satisfaction without overindulging. This isn't about dieting, but just about fostering a healthier relationship with food. And it was when I started wearing a corset daily again that it really helped me get my eating more under control, and I've been happy about that. Benefit number 6, confidence boost and emotional well-being. Corsets can enhance body awareness, making wearers feel more put together and empowered. They're like a subtle armor that boosts your confidence in daily life. So I've always been an emotionally sensitive person, often picking up on others' emotions without even realizing it. Corsets help me alleviate that sensitivity by offering a sense of grounding and protection. Additionally, the constant deep pressure that they provide acts as a form of deep pressure therapy, which has been shown to help alleviate feelings of depression and anxiety. I have personally experienced this benefit, finding comfort and emotional balance through corset wear. Conclusion. Okay, so to recap, corsets can provide 6 incredible benefits: improved posture, core support, confidence boost, pain relief, mindful eating, and natural body contouring, all with the right fit. Corsets aren't just relics of the past. They're timeless tools for support, confidence, and self-expression. So why not try one and see where your journey takes you? Have you ever considered wearing a corset? Or do you already have experience with one? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for watching, and remember, sometimes the most timeless solutions are the ones worth revisiting. See you in the next video.